Hey guys, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. This video is gonna be about the flatline. If you're practicing semen retention or nofap, or if you're considering practicing semen retention or nofap, I want you to be prepared for the flatline. Okay, you may have even seen other videos on this topic. Um, it's important that when you're going through it, you remind yourself of why you've embarked on this journey to begin with. Even if you have to journal it, write down so you can look at what you wrote down that came from your soul, your heart. Why did you start this journey to begin with? What were your reasons? Also, remember that it's temporary, it will pass. You may experience symptoms similar to depression, low energy. You may feel numb. You may not have any sexual desire at all, and it may freak you out. And that's why I'm making this video, to prepare you for it so that you don't panic and, rub one off just to make sure you still got it, or get discouraged. Perception is key, okay? And so hopefully what I say in this video will give you ammunition to help you perceive the flatline as a positive. And here's why, okay? What's actually happening, the reason why you're feeling low energy, the reason why you're experiencing symptoms of depression is actually a good thing. Because when you're flatlining, your brain is actually rebalancing itself. When you're PMOing all the time, your dopamine levels are through the roof, okay? And you're chemically imbalanced. We talk about chemically imbalanced people, mentally ill and stuff, but people who are PMOing all the time, they're actually chemically imbalanced. And what the flatline is doing is your brain is rebalancing itself. So take that into consideration when you experience the flatline. And again, remind yourself, go over why you embarked on this journey in the first place. Why did you start nofap? Also, remind yourself, or it may be a good time to write down the things that you want to get from semen retention. If there was any cheat code to life, it's semen retention. Life don't come up with an owner's manual. None of us are born with the keys of life, out of our mother's womb. We learn as we go. It's trial and error. The longest streak I've ever been on is 200 days. And I almost went a full year without PMO. Okay, this is a new streak for me. I just started. This is day 8. And I've made my mind up. For me, personally, I will never watch porn again. That's for sure. I can't say I'll never, lay with a woman again. But that's healthier than PMO. I've made that decision for myself that I will never do that again. And when you're ready, it's just like anything else, like people who smoke cigarettes. When they're ready to quit, those are the people that quit. Okay? PMOing is a bad habit that I'm ready to kick. And even with laying with a woman, although it's healthier than PMOing, you still have to take into consideration all that your body goes through to produce semen. I mean, it's literally pulling from you to create a life. Think about that. When you lay with a woman and you bust, your body just sent into her its most vital vitamins and minerals. You just depleted your body of that, okay? And then your body's pulling from organs and such, trying to rebuild it up. And if you're somebody who used to or does ejaculate frequently, if you release frequently, your body's in a deficit. Okay? In one of my videos, I touched on how it takes 40 meals, that's 40 meals to create just one drop of blood. 40 drops of blood to create bone marrow. And 40, again, guys, that's 40 drops of bone marrow to make just one drop of semen. That is, it puts things in perspective. At least it did for me. And so I want to share with you guys information that will hopefully, when you go through this flatline, will help you persevere and overcome the temptation, overcome the urge, and eventually get you to another day. Because the flatline is only temporary, it will pass. Perceive it as a good thing because it is. Perception is key. When you change the way that you perceive something, the things you see around you begin to change. Again, journal. Remind yourself of why you got on this journey to begin with. I said in one of my previous videos how discipline weighs in ounces, but regret weighs in tons. In this life, you're never going to fully escape pain. There's going to be some level of suffering. It's up to you how much you suffer. It's true. If you are making decisions that you're eventually going to regret, you're suffering more than you need to. If you discipline yourself, if you're somebody who isn't a slave to pleasure, there's going to be a level of pain because it requires discipline. It requires self-control. If you're practicing semen retention, you're controlling one of the strongest urges that you will ever experience. Okay? You are biologically programmed. It's in your DNA to reproduce, okay? It's natural. But that's what it's for. PMOing is unnatural. That's why it's so detrimental to your health to release, because it's pulling so much out of you to create a life. Think about that. Your semen creates a life. Don't squander it. Respect yourself. Value yourself. Take care of yourself. And in my opinion, may be different for everybody, but semen retention is self-care. It's self-love. Find a way to transmute this sexual energy. You know, that's another thing I want to touch on. This is day 8 for me. And like the first 4 or 5 days, even day 6, man, I had so much energy I didn't know what to do with, okay? And anyone that's been on this journey knows, like, the energy boost is real. Your confidence goes through the roof. Female attraction is real. Even when you're going through the flatline. You know, you may be feeling down, but trust me, the women, they still sense that you have your essence, your life force. Keep that in mind too when you're going through the flatline. But what I learned, today's day 8 for me, right? I'm better harnessing this energy and directing it at where I want to put it. So stay strong, guys. Don't give up. Don't falter. Again, when you experience it, remind yourself of why you started this journey to begin with. Remind yourself that it's only temporary and it's actually a good thing. Your brain is fixing itself. And I'm going to close with this. That's another benefit to semen retention. Your body will auto-correct itself. When you're retaining your seed, you're more in touch with your roots. You're more in touch with God. You're more in touch with the earth. You're more in touch with other people. That's why you attract women, and not even just women. You know, that's why your dreams, you're able to attract the things that you want because you're radiating power and you're radiating life. You're in your truest form, your purest form when you're holding onto your life essence. And if you're not laying with a woman, your wife, to create a life, do yourself a favor and retain. I hope that this video has motivated you in some way. If it has, smash that thumbs up button. Share this video. If you want, drop a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. We could go on this journey together. We could encourage one another. Iron sharpens iron. God bless.